Alright guys, today on the bench, I've got something unusual, and I think I'm just going to go for it today. So here's a Floyd Rose Discovery Series guitar, okay? And as you see right here, this is the revolutionary new Floyd Rose Speedloader Bridge. So what happens here is this is a double ball and string. You can't get these strings anymore. You can, but they're like 50 bucks a pack. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. The B string broke on this thing, and I went ahead and I took the saddle out of here. So I think what I'm going to try to do, and some of you guys might think I'm freaking crazy, but I think I'm going to replace these saddles so that they accept just a normal Floyd Rose saddle. Down here on this end, I'm going to take this nut off, and I'm going to keep these strings because I actually do have another Floyd Rose guitar that takes these strings. But I'm going to change that nut, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some epoxy, and I'm going to fill this in with a clear epoxy, and then I'm going to drill out 6 tuners and stick them across here, and I'm going to try to get this thing to use regular strings. Some of you guys might say I'm a complete idiot.
You are an idiot!
But you know what? This, in my opinion, is an unusable guitar right now. You can see this is the Made in China version. I'm going to guess the date was maybe 2005. Somewhere in that. I'm in this guitar at $100. But why would I want to put a $50 pack of strings on it, and then whoever I sell this to, they can't get strings for it? Unfortunately, these things are selling for dirt cheap now because you can't get strings for them. So I'm gonna see if I can pull these saddles out, switch that. We're gonna run over to Ace Hardware or something, and we're going to get some epoxy, and hopefully we don't screw it up too bad. But if I do screw it up really bad, I'm only out $100 in my time and my effort. So, you know, maybe you probably could put a different neck on it too. There is that route, but we're going to try to keep it all, because this is really cool. If you look at the old Run DMC Walk This Way video with the guys from Aerosmith, Steven Tyler and Joe Perry, when they bust through the wall and they're all pissed off at Run DMC for doing their song, Joe Perry sticks this guitar head through the wall in that video. So it's a cool guitar. It could be a cool guitar. I want to just try to make it a good, usable guitar for no other reason than, you know, I'm here and I'm going to give it my best shot. So here we go. Wish us luck. Let's get started on this thing. This video is brought to you by Swiss Picks. It's not just a pick. It's a science. Available at ZIMM'S Guitars or at www.swisspicks.com. Alright, so I'm going to push down here, pull back on this, and then this will lift up like that. Okay, so hold down there, pull back on this, and that will lift up. Okay. I mean, I commend the guys for trying to be innovative, right? But sometimes innovative stuff just, unfortunately, it doesn't work, and it's more of a hassle. And guitar players, man, they don't want to have to learn something new. Man, them babies are in there. So this is a speed loader, but it seems like it's making everything take longer, because those babies are shoved in there so tight. They've been in there for so many years. How do they come out of there, right? Okay, I got them all loose down on this end. There we go. There's the high E string. 5 used speed loader guitar strings. $10 a piece, right? Okay, so a regular string fits in here. So I think I can keep this original bridge in here. And I think I'm going to have to leave this bridge in here because it holds a regular ball end string. So I got to put this bridge back together. And I'll use this same bridge. I was going to change the whole bridge, but again, nothing else fits in here. So I'm going to be able to use this bridge. I think we're okay. We're still on board. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the neck off of this thing because we're going to try to epoxy that giant hole in the neck. In our efforts to make a usable guitar out of this, right? That's our goal here. Let's see if I can get that guy to come out. There it goes. Wow. Strange place to put the shim, huh? That's China for you right there. Alright, so I'm going to put some tape over the logo here, because I really want to save that. Okay. Now on the back here, we need to cover this with something. Alright, so I got a piece of plastic. A set of tele pickups was in this little plastic box. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this to the bottom here. And then we can pour it in right there. Let's see what happens. Let me get a couple of clamps. Okay, now let's see what happens here. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so I think we've got this relatively level. So we're just going to pour this in here and let's hope for the best. Here it goes.
So you want to do kind of a high pour to avoid bubbles, but we're kind of already running into a lot of bubbles. So
it says avoid, a high pour, so lift it up higher, huh?
Yeah, because the thinner the stream is, the less bubbles are actually going to get in there.
Oh, wow. Looks like it's about half full. And hopefully the piece of plastic on the bottom is sealed tight enough that it's not just going to ooze out the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of dripping there a little. And this, after, how long is it takes to dry?
Should only take a few minutes.
Oh, cool. And then can you, like, sand on this?
Oh, yeah. That... Yeah, it's kind of bubbled over.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks cool. We should drop little sparkles in it or something.
I should have done that mixing it.
I know, huh?
That would have been awesome. So then...
What can we
bubbles
drop in
near
there?
the top
Okay.
will pop under heat. And it's usually better to have like a propane torch or something. But this is all we got.
I can see it working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And hopefully the stuff down in there will clear up. Otherwise we might end up with a bit of a...
Oh, we're running out of...
We're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see that we didn't get this entirely level.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, shove the rag and try to level it. How long until it dries?
I should say on the paper. I'd have to go read it again.
I can't
But we're
see
gonna
if
want to
it's
give it
sinking or not. It looks good.
Yeah, we're gonna want to give it a few
All right.
hours in total probably to wholly harden, but
Okay,
shouldn't
well-
take that long.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Let's let it sit there for a while. Okay, so after looking at this for a little while and experimenting, now these are the speed loader strings that come in here, but I think it's okay to leave this bridge in here because this is just an old string that I took off of something. But a regular ball end string, it'll fit in there. And it's not locked in place, but it should stay tight enough, right? There's no way to lock it down in on this side, but there's no other bridges would fit in here. So I think I'm just going to leave this bridge in here, and it'll be fine. That's what we're going to do with this one. All right, so it's the next day. Let's take these clamps off of here and see. Okay, this one is stuck on there. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit of cleanup here. Hopefully we didn't destroy this too badly. Oh, come on now. Oh, okay. It's super shiny. You can see it on there. Let's see what happens here. We gave it a good try. I think it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be able to get this thing where we can just put regular strings on it. Yeah, so it looks like, you know, the epoxy kind of bled through here and there a little bit. But I think it's going to work. It's super clear. You know, does this stuff, can you sand on this stuff? It's super cool. There you go. Let's continue finishing this guitar. We have to drill into here and put tuners. Okay, so it's been a couple of days, and the drying time on this was 16 hours. I went ahead and put fender tuners on here, and they turned out nice and straight. You can still see the logo up here. We had a little bit of some bleed over from some of that. I could probably set and scrape that off and try to get a little bit of that off of there, but I don't know. Well, maybe I'll try that. But it's got some weight to it too. This stuff is heavy. And those, what's really funny are those BC Rich solid that's made out of this stuff. Those things weigh like 18 pounds or something. Okay, let's go ahead, the acrylic BC Riches. Let's go ahead and I'm going to reinstall this neck. So I just figured, man, there's got to be some way to get this guitar where you can get a regular $5 or $6 pack of strings to fit on here, because paying $50 for a pack of strings is not a good plan, and that's why a lot of these guitars have absolutely no resale value to them anymore. They're fun collector items if you want to hang them on the wall, but resale value is kind of what I'm interested in, being here at a used guitar shop, right? Alright, so let me find my drill. Here it is. Let's see if these will just screw right back down in there. Could have probably put a shim under that. Didn't do it though. Okay, let me get a big screwdriver here and we'll try to tighten these babies down in there real snug. It's definitely going to be a little bit on the heavier side now. The whole guitar. We'll see what happens. we go. Awesome. Okay, let's put the trem back in it. The old Floyd Rose sets back in here. I'm going to lay it back like this again. Try to see if I can put a spring in it. It's got 4 springs. Let me see if I can do this. Ooh, got it. Oh, that hurt. Let me back these screws out a little bit. My hands are getting sore. I was working on my car a couple of days ago. And old age is starting to set in. I got a nice cut right there. Old age is starting to set in. My hands are kind of sore. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get this one on there. Go. Should we just do 2 springs? No, we shouldn't do that. Okay, so here's sort of what I use sometimes to put these springs on here. I will take one of these smaller screwdrivers and I'll kind of shove it in there like that. And I'll try to. Okay, here we go. Everything's harder with the camera rolling. Try again. You can do it. Go. Yeah, everything's always harder with the camera rolling. Sometimes I think I'm a pretty good guitar player. I mean, not too bad, right? And then I'll turn the camera on and I'll start playing and I'm like, oh God, don't show that to anybody. Okay, it's back in there, but it's not really setting in here just properly just yet. See if I can get some strings, and let's put some strings on it. Today's string joy. Okay. This beautiful Floyd Rose Discovery Series guitar is going to get a set of Dean Markley Custom Light 9 through 46. Keep it rocking, Dean Markley. Wow, look at this kind of intro. Copyright your music. It's quick and easy with the copyright kit. 6 forms. Wow, for $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Copyright kit. That seems kind of old. Nowadays, what do you have to do? Just record music and get a hold of like DistroKid or something and put your stuff on Spotify. That probably works just as well. Don't know that for sure. How do you copyright your music nowadays? Okay, let's see now. Here is a 46. This is our low E string. And is it going to slide in there? There it goes. Okay, this should work. Fingers crossed, this thing's gonna work. Kinda need a hold down bar on it. Okay, I need to put a bar across here. Let me see what I got. Okay, because this neck is just totally flat, I'm gonna put a little string bar across here. So I have to drill this and install this. Let's see if I can do that. I think I'll cut this off right here to get this out of my way. But I'm going to leave that string on there. Okay, hopefully that's straight. I just kind of eyeballed it. That's looking pretty good. Just got to be careful. Don't drill all the way through the back. Ask me how I know that. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that right there. Maybe a little bit more right there. There we go. That should work. Okay, so far so good. This has been an experience and just an experiment. Got to try to make the most of what what you got to deal with on this guitar, and a lot of guitars. Now try not to give up on them. Kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it. You can get strings on it and get it all tuned up. And if the action is nice on it and it plays good, oh, came out down here. It's going to be interesting to see. Because everybody's got an extra set of tuners laying around. And the Epoxy kit was like $28 or something. And then you got to put the locking nut on it. And you can get those nowadays for like 10 bucks. Amazon even has them cheaper. You stay in there. Okay, and then finally our high E string is a 9-gauge string. Kind of excited to play this thing. I don't think I have an arm for it, or the whammy bar. I don't think I have the arm. And you get in there. Okay, I'm going to set my locking nuts back in place, but I'm not going to tighten them. Alright, just for the hell of it, I'm going to plug this thing in. And we're going to tune this thing with the volume all the way up. Right, you guys probably are going to love hearing this. Let's snag these springs back down, or let's tighten the claw again. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. I've got it tuned up. I haven't really stretched the strings out yet. It's all single coils, so you got 3 single coils here. Single volume knob, no tone control. Still got the plastic right here on the pick guard. Still got the plastic over the pickups. I think we saved it from having to buy, you know, whoever ends up with this thing, you don't have to buy $50 Floyd Rose strings anymore. These are the 4 strings that came off of it right here. And no, there's 5 of them here. I should probably keep these because you just never know when somebody's going to want one of these things. They're old strings, but to have to try to find these, you know, they're impossible. Nobody wants to put that much money into guitar strings. No, nobody's got time for that shit, going online looking for these things. I wonder if I have a bar that will fit. Nobody's got time for that. You want strings that you can go down to your local shop and get them quick and easy. You don't want to have to put up with all that. Oh, here's a chrome one. Get in there, baby. Knowing Floyd, everything's different. Yeah, that one feels too wide. Too thick. Yeah, but anyhow, don't have an arm for it. But anyhow, here it is, guys. The Floyd Rose Discovery series with some tuners mounted on there. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it. It'd be better with a humbucker in it, right? Guys, thank you for watching. I hope this helps some of you guys that has these Floyd Rose Discovery guitars. You can put regular strings on them if you just, you know, put some tuners up there. And I think pouring this in there and doing it this way is probably easier than cutting a piece of wood and throwing a piece of wood in there, but there is that option too. You can fill it in with wood if you've got a good bandsaw and a good sander, and you're one of those guys that likes doing stuff with wood. You could put a piece of wood in there instead of the acrylic. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Everybody have a great day. Go buy a guitar.